Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video I decided to just upload a super kind of like enjoyable way of clearing Modok slabs, and I use full Fantastic 4. I quite often mix whichever lane I go. Sometimes I go for Mystics, sometimes I go for Cosmics, basically whoever. But point being is obviously I use the full Fantastic 4 and the Champion Synergy. So I just kind of ran through it all with Thing, and it's very quick and very effective, I guess you could say. And even if I do manage to mess up or get stuck on, not stuck, but mess up on some node that I didn't read up on, because I'll be quite honest, like when you're clearing these quests daily, I don't even really want to kind of like bother consistently reading those nodes or trying to reroll or anything like that. So I have kind of adapted this brute force strategy where I just let them hit me a couple of times with Thing, and then I pound on them for a combo or a combo and special attack, and then the fights are over. Obviously, sometimes you get surprised by some, I don't know, backup recovery or something else that quite quickly ends the fight with Thing. But then you have the rest of the Fantastic Four members to finish it up anyways. But so far we can see that these fights are absolutely flying by. All of them are lasting like 7, 10, 12 hits or whatever. Yes, the attack obviously of the opponents goes up as the further you go, but rank 2 6-star Thing hits so hard realistically that it doesn't really change the duration of fight by all that much. So here you can see that Gambit is laying in on the Thing, dropping his combo. I have 7, 8, 9, 10 of those big furies, and he turns out to have glancing, which kind of sucks, I guess, but it's not any damage back, so it's not like spiked armor type of thing. So again, level 2 and the fight is over. So even though he had a chance to glance my attacks, 12 hits and the fight is over. So I guess the question is, what is your preferred strategy so far? Because obviously these Modok slabs are quite annoying, quite tedious, and again, the problem with this event is that it really doesn't have a target audience, because these fights are relatively tricky unless you have like really maxed out 5-star champions or rank 2 and rank 3 6-stars, at which point the rewards are mediocre and not really worth uh, the month, I guess. So that's the problem, and I do realize that there are many people struggling with these if they do not have maxed out champions. But in case if you are one of the lucky ones who have some very easy, quick success stories for these, then do let me know. For now, I know I could have mixed it up. I could have like brought in Corvus or somebody else, I don't know. I just found it kind of like the quickest and the most enjoyable to play with thing. Just look at them, 9k medium, non-crits and whatnot. They just drop dead in like 10 hits. Very easy to do, very simple kind of like strategy. It doesn't require much skill, doesn't require much effort, which is kind of like perfect for these side quests, monthly side event things. Now there is going to be an unpleasant surprise towards the end of the video though, so I'm going to have to showcase that as well, obviously, because I wanted to show the full run. But here we can see that he's glancing my hits again, but I still have 9 of those Mega Furies, so whenever a hit goes through that he doesn't glance, it clearly kind of like does a lot of damage. Now I'm going for level 2, and yeah, the fight's pretty much over. So even the toughest opponent at end of the lane was like 14 hits for the Thing. So it's just very simple, very quick, very effective way how to deal with these lanes. And as I said before, I kind of like to mix it up. Sometimes go for Mystics, sometimes go for Cosmics, and whoever. Now here is obviously the mistake, because once again I didn't read any of the nodes going in, and I knew that Tigra's neutralize thing will prevent me from going unstoppable and stuff like that. But that being considered, we can see that she has Rage on, and at this point she's like unblockable, and I'm like, whoopsie, I guess I'm kind of like screwed here, because obviously it directly counters the strategy that I had, and my strategy was smash. So yeah, at this point I'm done for. And as I mentioned before, whenever I do happen to mess up with a thing, because obviously mistakes happen and I'm playing it fairly carelessly, I can just use Human Torch or Mr. Fantastic or whoever to finish the remaining of the fight, or in this case, the remainder of the boss fight. And it's, yeah, not all that tricky, especially in this case, because the boss is a Tigra, so obviously Human Torch gets those smolders every time contact is made. and this fight also will be finished very quickly and very efficiently. But that will pretty much do for today's video. So let me know, how are you guys handling these Modok clubs? Are you enjoying them? And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. Thank you for watching, hit that sub, and see ya.